MICAH Beats activated.
Welcome to Just Therapy, where we talk about life with a comedy twist. With your hosts, comedian Sean Boyd, Antonio Ferguson, and Miss KT. We talk about a whole bunch of shit from politics to people actually taking shits. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the therapy session. Man, this be dope. Make a motherfucker want to rap. I can't rap, man. Hold on, here we go. I can't rap. I really can't. But come sit down on the couch with us. Man, I can't rap. Come to the couch. Enjoy the show. Let's go. Just another day on the couch, talking about all the problems of today. Yeah. Yes. Hey. Welcome back to another episode of Just Therapy. I am your host, comedian Sean Boyd, and it's another beautiful Monday evening, y'all. Yes, this is the show that ends your Monday off right. Monday might have been a little messed up, but it's a Monday, so I'm going to sing it out on a bang to get you through the rest of your week. Yes. We got another good show on the lineup today. Hey, real quick, big shout out to my two guests last week on the Real Fathers episode. My guy, Antoine Brooks, yes, and my guy, Brad Cover. Yes, it was another good episode. Make sure you check it out. We answered some questions. We talked about different things fathers go through. But today, I am excited, y'all. I'm excited. This dude right here, he came in second for the first Just Therapy comedy contest. So I'm excited to have him on. I told him then he would be on the podcast. But you know, I got to fit people in. You know, I be having so many guests. But I'm telling you, this gonna be a good episode because we got a lot to talk about today. Woo! It's a lot of shit going on. So let me bring the man in. Make some noise for comedian Rachet Pete.
Yo. What's going on, brother?
My guy, what's up, fam?
Good to be here. I'm glad we finally made it happen. You did say at the show I was gonna be on here, so it finally happened. So
yeah, man, I wasn't lying, man. I had to fit you in, man. You know, I be having all kind of guests on here, and I be booking way out. You know what I'm saying, months in advance. So sometimes I forget who I be having up, and then I got to look at the calendar and be like, oh shit, yeah, I got such and such up. So yeah, man, it's been like that for a minute. And as everybody knows, all the couchers know, this is the best interactive podcast in the world because I'm claiming it. You know, comments, I'm going to talk about it. I don't know. I still don't think if you comment on my page, if you come from directly from my page, it might not show up, but I got the phone up. So when you comment, I'm going to talk about it. And if you go to the Just Therapy, the podcast page on Facebook or on YouTube, I will be able to show your comment on the screen. And we'll still talk about it either way. But let's get into it, man. How the fuck you been, man? You all right?
Yeah. Feeling good. You know, just trying to stay in my bag on the comedy, you know, get better each time I get on the stage. And
there you go.
Working on some things on the acting side.
Nice.
Got some plays coming up soon.
Oh shit! Okay, all right.
Can't say everything I want to say about it yet.
Okay.
Just because of some you know, technical things. But
there you go.
Hey, in about another couple of weeks, I'll be able to share some more details on it. But I'm excited.
That's what's up. That's good news. Well, let's jump right into it, man. Comedian Rachet Pete, brother. Like, so let's talk about it. How long you been doing comedy, bro?
Been doing comedy. It'll be 2 years in November. So okay. I'm still a baby. For real. You know? Hey,
listen. I'm about to reach 15, so I'm just a teenager, bro. I'm still cleaning it up, man. So hey, it's a process, man. That's cool. You gotta start somewhere, bro. You
Yeah,
know,
I'm
so
learning. I'm learning to enjoy the process. The more I do it. So
there you go. That's what's up. That's
yeah,
what's up. So
yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta ask you. I gotta ask you, what got you into comedy in the first place, man? How did it all come about?
Um, ever since I was a kid, like I knew I wanted to be on the TV. You know what I'm saying? On the TV screen. That's when I was little. Even if I had to be a newscaster, you know what I'm saying? I was ready to be on TV. Like even as a kid, I was even willing to be like, man, I can be the person that tell people what to say. I didn't know it was called the writer or the producer or whatever it is,
Right,
but
right.
I'm like, I knew I wanted to be a part of it. So,
Okay.
but as far as comedy go, I mean, got to high school, I was easy target for some jokes in high school, So after a while, I had to learn how to shoot something back, and
Yeah.
and people was always telling me like, man, you kind of funny for real, like funnier than most people. So I'm like, all right, and eventually I got the confidence to get up there and do it. So
There
now
you
we're
go.
here.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, man. So let me ask you this. So who really got you inspired to actually get on stage? Like what made you get on stage to actually step
Um,
into that stand-up world?
um, well, I know. I don't know if you know. LOL Brielle. Um,
Okay.
Yeah, I was supposed to start the same same day or time that she did. Like we had talked about it, like, what, we had both been hearing these things, like you funny, what I'm saying? Like maybe you should do comedy, maybe you should do comedy.
Mhm.
And I ended up chickening out that day. But that was a big inspiration to have somebody I know, what I'm saying, right there, what I'm saying, doing it. And
Right.
like as far as people that are, already, like famous or whatever, I mean, like when I seen Eddie Murphy Raw, I think that was, the other day somebody said that's it for a lot of people, seeing Eddie Murphy, what I'm saying, watching that. So
Yeah.
um I just had to do it, man. I couldn't keep hiding forever. I couldn't keep
That's
running
what's up.
forever.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, because a lot of people want to hide, man, and I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I know when I started, I was talking about it so much where somebody was like, "Look, you need to stop talking shit about it and actually get on stage." So I got you
Yeah.
a 5 minute spot, and I'm like, "Oh shit!" And they like, "You better sit down, write some material, because I ain't about to have you go up there just flying by the seat of your pants and shit."
Yeah.
And so you gonna have to memorize it, and I'm like, oh, all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, okay, like shit. So hey, I get it, man. Sometimes you talk about it so much and it take a motherfucker to be like, hey, get on stage. Shit. Quit talking about it. Be about it.
Hey,
So
I got homies now that's like in my inbox, like, man, all they see is me on the internet doing comedy. They've never been to a show. They don't even live in Cleveland, but they like, man, I want to do comedy, but I'm scared. Like, dude, you've been messaging me for 9 months. If you don't just go get on, I'm new to this. I can't give you much advice, what I'm saying, except to get on stage and try to do it. You know what I
right,
mean? Like,
right, definitely.
yeah.
I know a dude, Ramsey Tack. That's my guy. I'm surprised he ain't tuned in yet. Big shout out to him, though. He donated a beautiful Browns blanket to the suicide awareness fundraiser for us to raffle off. So big
That's what's
shout
up.
out
That's
to
what's
him.
up.
But I met him tailgating at a Browns game. And everybody just talking and sharing shit, and they was like, "Oh man, you funny, blah blah blah. What do you do?" And I'm like, "I'm a professional comedian." Like, they're like, "For real? Like, you just funny." I'm like, I mean, I get it, but it ain't like I'm about to sit here and tell y'all motherfuckers jokes. Like, we just
Yeah, that's
hanging
what I
out
do.
kicking, right? And he would jump in my inbox, man. I want to do it. I want to do it. I'm like, man, just do it. It took him like maybe 4 years of him saying he wanted to do it for him to actually fucking get on stage. And he finally got on stage and he was like, he loved it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
because
yeah.
at the end of the day, it's a battle with yourself, even on stage. You know what I'm saying? That's you versus you. So,
Yep. All day. All
that's
day.
all it
All
is.
day. That's what's up. So let me ask you this. So you said like Eddie Murphy Raw did it for you, right? So like,
Hmm.
what do you consider yourself as? Like a storyteller, set up punchline type of guy, a life
Mm.
story kind of guy? Like what are your comedy encompass?
I think I do, like tell stories, just like my unique stories. I feel like my comedy is kind of like almost dry, but like very silly at the same time. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So it'll catch you off guard with the way I put certain things. But because I always loved to write. Even like before it was jokes, it was just stories or
Okay.
poems or what I'm saying, whatever I could, or whatever I felt. I
Right.
won I won writing competitions. My teacher in high school put a poem that I wrote on the final for the whole 12th grade class.
Nice.
So I always could write, and I love words. I feel like you can do anything with the right set of words.
True.
But yeah, like I definitely feel like I'm more of a storyteller, comedian. I think as I develop, they'll get more intricate, but I've always knew how to put words together. You know what I'm saying? So
there you go. That's what's up. That's what's up. So I'm gonna ask you because we talked one-on-one about this one.
yeah.
Why the name Ratchet Pete, bro? Talk to me.
Yeah, man. See, it's kind of crazy because I was in the army. It was just, and I wasn't really a drinker before I went to the army. I was more of a smoker. But in the military, I couldn't smoke no weed.
Right.
So even though I ended up getting kicked out for smoking weed, but that's a different story. But yeah,
wait. You said what?
Like you can't smoke weed in the army.
But
I wasn't smoking.
What?
I wasn't smoking weed earlier, so early on in the army, but I ended up getting kicked out for it eventually. I got too stressed out after I had my kids.
Oh shit.
But so yeah, I developed, what I'm saying, I started drinking. I remember my first night in Germany. I got to my duty station. My roommate Hunter, shout out to Hunter, wherever you at, Shaq. He was from Alabama, real country dude. And, I remember it was late one night. Neither one of us could sleep from the jet lag. You know what I'm saying? And all I hear is, "Hey, what up, Pete? You want to take a shot?" I'm like, huh? He like, "Yeah, you want to take a shot?" I'm like, "Cool." And boy, it was over with since then. So Ratchet Pete came from kind of getting drunk and sometimes embarrassing myself, but it was always the least funny. So
that's what's up. That's what's up. Hell yeah. So that's where it came from. All right, that's cool. That's good to know. Yeah, because as a like I said, as a comedian and then somebody that put on shows, like I understand it was just a comedy contest, but like I said, when I first met you, I looked at the name and I'm like, all right, you just assume, because the people assume, you gonna make an ass out of yourself, but it's all opinions. But it's like Ratchet Pete. I'm like, oh, he gonna be hood. And when I saw you and heard your jokes, and I'm like, oh no, this motherfucker got some thought behind that shit. Like, okay, all right, I hear you. That's why I always wanted to know, like, why the name Ratchet Pete. But okay, that's
like I always felt that. I'm like, man, it's an expectation with this Ratchet Pete shit. People be like, this he about to come up here and say motherfucker for 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man. So I be thinking about, changing it sometimes, but for now, hey, that's me right now.
That's what's up. Hey, what it is. There's nothing wrong with that. I know a lot of people that started with a name and changed the names and then with a different name, so ain't nothing wrong with that. If you want to keep it, you know what I'm saying? You just let motherfuckers know when they see you and they hear you, it ain't what you think, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was my first thought when I first heard you. I'm like, oh, it ain't what I thought, which is always a good thing, pleasant surprise, so I mean, it ain't nothing wrong with being, you know what I'm saying, a hood comic or anything like that. Yeah. It's just like I said, you just expect or assume, that's gonna be some hood, you know what I'm saying, some hood funniness. So
and it's a letdown, like to some people sometimes, because like sometimes you'll be looking at the crowd, like really looking at them when you're on stage, and I can see some people be like, oh, this ain't Ratchet Pete, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, because like anytime you go on stage, people gonna have a persona about them anyway. Like, because like I done did so many different shows. I've been to 30 states, 15 years or whatnot, but I done been in the backwoods of West Virginia where I'm the only black person in like a 50 or 100-mile radius,
man,
or different other shows, you know what I'm saying? And they look at me and oh, what this big black guy go talk about? He go say the N-word probably 100 times or whatever. Yeah. And they start listening, then they fall in love with me and like, oh, this motherfucker's funny. Like he's talking about stuff I can relate to, so people always assume when they first see you anyway, don't matter even if you do comedy. So, but I definitely feel that. Jimmy Ward in the building. What's going on, Jimmy?
I think that come from, like, for me, like, if I wouldn't have went to the army and went to different countries, I would, I'd probably be a totally different kind of person. But
yeah,
I done been around a lot of different kind of people, and I know at the end of the day, we all really the same. You know what I mean? Like, for some reason, they want us to think we, super different, but we all, like, everywhere I've been, everybody's the same. They just sound different and look a little different.
Absolutely.
But they're the same. Like.
Absolutely right. Yeah. So let me ask this. So I know you talked about it at the beginning, talking about venturing off into acting. So you about to encompass the fact of comedian, actor. How did you get into acting? Like what prompted that?
Like I said, like from a kid, I always wanted to be a part of anything that was on the television. And I did a comedy workshop with Dave Swinson at the Improv. And at the end of it, we got to do a show and invite people to come down to the Improv to see it. I didn't get paid. I wasn't booked at the Improv or anything like that. But it was a guy there by the name of Preston Pickett. He was at that time, I believe, the director of African American Studies for at Cleveland State.
Okay.
And he was also a playwright. He had written a bunch of plays, got them produced here and other places. And he saw my set, and he came up to me and he asked me that I want to work on some stuff. He said, I could probably help you with your comedy, and I can probably help you with this acting thing if you want to get into it.
Okay.
And I said for sure. And last year we was able to complete our first project, a play that he wrote, and we got to produce that Case Western. So that's when I officially became comedian / paid actor. It was, it was pretty exciting. Had the mayor's mom out there, checking us out and everything. But yeah, I've always, man, I waited a long time. Like we was talking about before, I hid for a long time. So now I'm just trying to, I'm trying to get out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I wanted to do for a long time. So this is it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, I'll tell you this. I'm a fan. Like I said, I'm a fan. I like your comedy, bro. I thought it was definitely intellectual, thoughtful, funny, silly at the same time. So I'm definitely a fan. So I'm rooting for you, brother. So I gotta ask, since I asked this of all my comedians that come on the show or whatnot. Give me your top 5, man, dead or alive. Your top 5. It ain't got to be everybody else's top 5. Just your top 5. Who's your top 5, dead or alive?
No, I just answered this the other day, but I'm in no order.
Okay.
Deion Cole.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
I don't care what nobody say. I put Kev Hart in my top 5.
Okay.
Dave Chappelle, of course.
2 more.
Eddie Griffin.
Okay.
And man, I'm kind of the last one is always a toss up. Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. All right.
Eddie Murphy. That's not even a toss up. I should have had him in there already. But yeah,
right. Right. Hey, listen, I'm not mad at your top 5. Kevin Hart is not in my top 5, but like I said, to each his own. I'm definitely happy to hear Deion Cole is in somebody else's top 5. Like he's in my top 5 alive, right? Not my top 5 of all time, my preferred pick. But Deion Cole is definitely in my top 5 alive. Funny motherfucker, funny brother. So yeah, when you said that, I'm like, yeah, okay, all right.
I like comedians that it seemed like they're up there being themselves, So. And Deion Cole really give me that vibe. Like he up there, like just chilling. Like, up there just chilling.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. So I gotta ask, what's next? What's next for Ratchet Pete? What's on the docket, man? Tell people what's next.
Like I said, I got a play coming up. It'll be in the first weekend of December.
Okay.
I can't say too much about it. We got to get some stuff handled before I can make, too many big announcements. But I'm excited about that. It's been my second time getting able to be on stage in that capacity, and it's different from comedy because I always like being a part of a team. You know what I mean? And doing comedy, if you're on the stage and you forget a line or you don't know what you want to say, you got to remember it. Unless the audience, by some chance, give you something to go off of or whatever, you got to get back on track. Yeah. When I learned last year that when you on stage with other people, it's a whole, it's a really big dance almost. You know what I'm saying? It's a team thing. So I love the team aspect of it. So that won't be my last acting project. As far as comedy shows, I don't have actually anything coming up right now,
Okay.
but I've been spending a lot of time working on this play and rehearsals and
There you go.
stuff like that. So
There you go. That's what's up, man. So,
Mhm.
like I said, big fan. Keep pushing. Keep grinding. Keep doing your thing, man. Like I said, I'm a big fan, man. Definitely.
Yeah, shout out to you, man. I love the
I
work
appreciate
about the therapy and what I'm saying, suicide prevention and mental health for men. Like that's big, man. So shout out to you as
Thanks, man.
well.
Appreciate it,
So,
man. That's what's up. All right, we're gonna keep the show moving. We like to start with a recap on like what happened to us this weekend, whatnot. I'll go ahead and start us off. This weekend was, a little different for me. Well, not different, but so Friday I went and umpired some games. Actually umpired a championship softball game. Actually, the same league I was in that we got put out in the playoffs, but I mean that's
yeah.
But it was good to see some good games. And the championship game, the team that was the king seat, they had to get double dipped twice. And the team that they beat was a team that always win this damn league because they're a fucking good team. So, of course, they beat them the first game. They had to double dip them. And, man, was it a good fucking game. I think the ending score was like 24-23 or something like that. It was crazy. The one team that was, up, they were up going into the bottom of the 7. They were up by like 5, either 5 or 4. It was up by, it might have been 4 or 5, either way. But the team, they was coming back. They ended up scoring a run. It was like 2 outs. They ended up walking the hitter, which gave them a free home run. And bases was loaded, and the dude I know that hit bombs, hit a motherfucking bomb to walk that bitch off. It was a very good game, and so it was good to watch and good to ump that game. So it was cool. So that was Friday. Saturday, unfortunately, I had a funeral. Rest in peace to my guy Michael Shaw, man. Good dude, man. So like this dude,
I hear that.
I had to go out to Menor and shit, take that ride and do the funeral. And we all know funerals be sad as it is, but man, this fucking funeral fucked me up, man. Like, and like, I always tell people like after my dad passed and then my mom passed the following year, I kind of ran out of tears, but this one, like when Pete passed away, that shit had me in my feelings and was crying and shit because he was a good dude. And this one, man, just listening to his wife and his kids and the other people that got up and spoke. I got up and spoke. That's actually how I found my gift, that I had a gift to be able to make people laugh, was speaking at a funeral. So I got up and said something. And but yeah, man, just good, genuine dude, man. He definitely go get this, man. And then so after that, my girl came through, we hung out, we had a good conversation, went and ate, and then went and celebrated my sis Miss KT's birthday on Saturday. So that was cool. Got to be around some people and laugh and talk shit and play some spades and sit around the bonfire, and just it was cool. And then yesterday, chill, watch the game. I mean, it was a bullshit into it, but it is what it is. But so that was my weekend, man. How was your weekend, brother?
Had some rehearsals for the play, so took care of that. Those went good, getting the lines down and everything. Also, I had a show. Shout out to Great. He had a show at Kava Sacred Waters in North Olmsted. A big costume comedy show / music show. Had some dope artists from Columbus, from Cleveland. Nice. Had all the comedians killed it, man. It was a good night. Your boy got up there and halfway bombed.
You?
Oh yeah, definitely me. I got up there. I don't know. It was just one of them days where my mind just went completely blank. The host, I never met the host. And this is not no dig on her. Shout out to the host. Everything was good. I had a bad set because of me. But when she introduced me, she was like, "This next comedian is hilarious. Y'all don't even know. Y'all in for a treat. It one of the best." I'm like,
he was like, "Who's she bringing up?" It got in your head. That's what it did. Hey, it happens.
I'm standing there like, oh, I thought I was next. It must be somebody else about to get up there next. But yeah, man, like I got up there halfway. halfway bob. I got my little laughs in, but
There you go.
just wasn't as fluent as you would like it to be.
That's what's up. It happens. It happens to the best of us,
It
bro.
was fun. I told the dude, one of the people that was there watching, he came up to me after the show and said, "Hey man, you was funny, you did good." I'm like, "All right, thanks." I said, "Thanks, bro." Like being a comedian, man, is different up there. Like when it's quiet, it feel like you up there for 30 minutes. 30 seconds for like 30 minutes, like up there. 30 seconds of quiet on the stage is 30 minutes in real life. Like for real.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I was with my son. We was chilling, hanging out, doing dad son stuff, got something to
There
eat,
you go.
played around. We like watching movies over here. We sit down and watch a movie forever. So
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's pretty much the weekend for me.
That's what's up. Yeah. Speaking of movies, me and Lil Mama had a movie night last night. We watched Turning Red. So it was pretty good. Animated
I
movie.
ain't seen it yet, but I heard of it. Yeah,
it wasn't bad, man. It wasn't bad. So that's the movie she picked. So we watched that, and it was some funny parts in there. So, but that was cool. All right, and as y'all know, we always do childhood memories. We like for the people to get into our past. I know y'all done heard a lot about me, but we like to get into the past continually of me, and then get into our guest past. So, childhood memories. One childhood memory. My memory this week is going to be. Let's see. All right. So I got a childhood memory. So when I was growing up, I was like always trying to be the peacemaker, right? Like trying to be the peacemaker, especially with people I knew. I didn't want people I knew to fight if they didn't have to fight. You know what I'm saying? I know we young, so we all fighting and all that bullshit. But if I can do anything to make somebody not fight, I was on it. And it's crazy because a dude I grew up with, who I don't even fuck with no more, can't stand the motherfucker, but
yeah.
He was like one of my close friends growing up, and it was this girl, beautiful girl, still beautiful to this day. And she wanted to fight him so fucking bad and was like serious and like wanted to fight him. And I'm like, no, y'all shouldn't be fighting, blah, blah, blah. And she like, fuck that, I'm fucking him up, boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, no, y'all shouldn't be fighting. Like, y'all too cool to be fighting and shit. And like a tear came to my eye. I'm like, y'all shouldn't be fighting. I swear, y'all, like that's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, but they end up not fighting, but still, it's just funny to remember that shit. Like trying to be the peacemaker and getting that mad where a tear came to my eye for somebody else. Like, not even me. I'm trying to make sure somebody else don't fight.
You turned into a Native American.
Trying to save somebody else's life and shit. So that's gonna be my childhood memory this week. Last nigga, man. I always been sensitive, shit. Like Ralph Tresvant, shit. So. So what's your childhood memory, man? Give me a childhood memory. It can be crazy, it can be funny. It don't matter.
Childhood memory. Let's see. I remember one time. I wasn't really a big baseball fan, but I knew the big names. I don't remember how old I was. Somewhere between like 7, 9 years old or whatever. But we had it was a baseball bat in the living room for some odd reason. And I picked it up and I asked my sister, I said, "Hey, you want to see Ken Griffey Jr.?" She said, "Yeah." And all I know is I swung the bat and like I was, kind of like looking up, like, I had a home run or whatever. But when I looked back down, she was on the floor.
You didn't hit her with the bat?
Hey, listen, I didn't even know I did it. I didn't even know I did it. I didn't even know I did it until I looked back down. But that's just when you said childhood memory, that's the first thing I thought.
Oh shit! Like you didn't feel the bat hit something to knock somebody down.
I don't listen. Like I said, I didn't even like baseball, so I have no idea what I was even doing or why I remember it.
Shit.
Like I don't even know why I remember it. Like so, but that's what I got right now. Ken Griffey Jr. I'm sorry, sis, if you watch it. I don't know if you tuned in. She got me back some years later. She stabbed me with a curtain rod. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. There you go. Okay, shit. Oh, damn. So another subject we like to do on here that I like doing, flowers while they still here, man. We so conditioned to give people flowers while they dead and gone. So on this show, we like to give people flowers while they still here so they can smell those roses. So my flowers this week is definitely gotta go to Carolyn Shaw. That was Mike's wife. Definitely want to give her flowers, man, because like I even said it at the funeral. I always, used to joke around with Mike and say she was my favorite Shaw, but they both were because they was both cool as shit. But like just being strong, man, for the kids and holding it down for the family, man, because losing a dad early like that is rough, and just for her to be strong and to keep pushing and to keep making the shit happen, man, and just for her just overall being a good person, man. Like I met them playing softball and shit, and she was always so fucking cool, so genuine, such a good person. So Carolyn Shaw, you go get your flowers today, sweetheart. Giving you your flowers today.
Shout out to her. Shout out to her.
Yeah. So who you want to give flowers to, bruh?
I'll give flowers to today. My kids. My kids gonna get my flowers today.
There you go.
We kind of separated right now. I'm separated right now from my oldest too. Got to go through some things to kind of get down there and see them down there in Texas. But they flowers just for also being strong and for still loving me through this whole ordeal. So shout out to my kids, Devin and Lyric down there in Texas.
Yeah, that's what's up. Flowers well deserved right there. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. All right, let's get into the topics, man. You already know we got to talk about it. I mean, it happened a little late last week. Another mass shooting. It was in Maine this time. Dude was actually on the loose after doing it, but Maine mass killer suspect has been found dead, ending search that put entire state on edge. So
they killed him?
Continue. Huh?
Oh, my bad. They got him? They found him?
Yeah, they found him. Yep, they found him. So law enforcement continue a manhunt in the aftermath of the mass shooting in Durham, Maine, Friday the 27th. Authorities and sources, hundreds of acres of family-owned property, sending dive teams to the bottom of the river and scrutinizing a possible suicide note in the second day of their intensive search for an Army reservist accused of fatally shooting several people in Maine. The Army reservist who opened fire in a bowling alley and then at a bar in Lewiston, Maine, killing 18 people, was found dead Friday from a self-inflicted gunshot, ending an intensive 2-day search that had the state on edge. A firearm instructor who grew up in the area was found dead in nearby Lisbon Falls at a Friday night news conference. Like many people, I'm breathing a sigh of relief tonight, knowing that Robert Card is no longer a threat to anyone, Mills said. Commissioner Maine Department of Public Safety said Card was found at 7:45 near a river about 8 miles southeast of where the second shooting occurred Wednesday evening. He declined to divulge the location, but an official told the Association Press the body was at a recycling center from which Card recently was fired. So yeah, man, these damn mass shootings, man, it'd be too much, man. And then like he was an Army reservist, it was several warning signs of him being unstable, having firearms at his disposal, and wanting to take out people, man. So like we got to watch for the signs, man. The signs will be there, and then people ignore the signs, and then this shit happens. So 18 people are gone because people ignored the signs, and then he go and kill himself. Like, just take yourself out if you're trying to take other people out. Like, why take other people out and break up all these families, man?
And it's so crazy because, like I said earlier, like if I wouldn't have went to the Army, my view of things would be totally different. But from my time in Germany, like somebody called the police on one of my friends, the Polizei, on one of my friends at the train station because he was kind of drunk messing with this old man that was at the train station or whatever. Okay. And the Polizei got there they pulled up in a Sprinter van, bro, with all black on, like black cargo pants, black sweater, black beanie, black boots, and a nightstick. All the police had nightsticks, no weapons, no tasers, just a nightstick and an angry face because nobody has weapons over there. you can't just go get a gun from the store and go do something like that. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it just make me think like stuff like that. These mass shootings make me think about that. Like why do we love guns so much over here? Like what's the fascination behind it when we see what come from it? You know, especially with the loose laws on everything. Like
Yeah.
anybody can go get one now and just do whatever. Like it don't like why is that a thing? Like
Very
it don't
true.
even make sense. Like
Very true, very true. And every time we talk about a mass shooting on the podcast, like it's something serious. I know it's a podcast about life with a comedy twist, but it is about life. And sometimes we got to have these tough conversations, man. And every time we talk about something about a mass shooting, it always resort back to the guns. We know guns don't kill people, but stupid motherfuckers with guns kill people. And again, we see the signs, but then no one does anything about it, right? And then you have the argument of nobody should have semi-automatic weapons and ARs and shit like that. So it go back to that thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm definitely a firm believer in the right to bear arms, because like shit, hey, come up in this house if you want to. But
yeah.
My whole point is like we go through this so much. When is enough, man? Like, they don't want to toughen up the gun laws to make people do a mental health evaluation before buying certain guns. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody can get guns, except for if you're a felon. You can be a felon. You can have served your time and paid your debt to society, and you can't even lawfully own a gun. You know what I'm saying? So I get the fact that even if you can't get a gun legally, you go get a gun. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But a lot of those people that are doing the mass shooting are getting guns the legally way. What's your take on that?
Man, like I said, it made me think about it from my time over there where nobody can just go get a gun and do stuff like this to the point where the police don't even got to pull up with a weapon. Like to gain some control over the situation. And like you said, somebody that's been to jail or prison, they did their time, paid their debt, and just want to have a gun to protect themselves or their family, or their families can't even go get one. But this dude that then had multiple reports at his job for him being, a certain way or saying certain things and got all these mental problems, he can go get a gun just fine, and not even just a regular one, like you said, a semi-automatic. Like what is it? Like when is enough type of thing,
right?
When is enough of it enough? Like I know I can't imagine sending my kid to school and then getting that call. You know what I mean? Like
man,
can't imagine.
Me neither, man. Don't want to imagine. Pray that I ain't never got to think about it or imagine that shit. But yeah, man, like when is enough, man? Like, I mean, we go through this too much, man. And the crazy part about it is since this mass shooting last Wednesday, there was another one. Like, man, it's like, man. And then like the crazy part about it is like the state Maine would brag about they've never had a mass shooting. They've never had casualties like this ever. And then boom, mass shooting in Maine, so it's like it happens everywhere. Like no state is susceptible from this situation, man. It's just we got to do better in watching the signs, man. Like we got to do better for real, for the sake of our kids, So
yeah, my bad. Plug my device in.
No, you good. You good.
Yeah.
No, you good.
Yeah, man. It's like I said, I can't imagine. You know what I'm saying? Getting that call. Like somebody got to care enough to make it not so easy to do stuff like this.
Yeah. Somebody has to care enough for somebody not to do this so easily, like you said. But it's so many politicians that the NRA is in their pocket. So they don't make tougher gun laws. And I don't think it'll be a bad thing to make a tougher gun law. Like I said, I believe in the right to bear arms. I'm never saying I'm against that, never saying taking anybody's gun. But some guns don't need to be in the hands of people who have history of mental health issues. Like it just doesn't need to be that way, Like do a mental health check for these certain guns, you know what I'm saying? Or, certain automatic handguns out there. Do the due diligence to make sure the American people are safe, man. Evidently, the American people are not safe. I mean, you got Buffalo and the Columbine and other schools and the school in Texas and the nightclub in Florida and the shit in Vegas. Like, there's so many things we can talk about this situation where people don't, like, most politicians don't care. They send their condolences, they fly the flag, half-staff, and then move on.
I think men's mental health go into it too. I don't believe I've ever heard of a female mass shooter. And like, it's not a blame thing. Like, men need to do better. But one of my homies had made a post the other day, and it was about a guy had died trying to break up a fight. We're trying to stop another man from beating on a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And he made a post about it saying, a big problem with this thing is men aren't allowed to be scared.
Right.
So like, we have a lot of fears naturally because we're human beings, but we gotta internalize so much stuff that, man, when some of us reach that limit, and it's mixed with mental health issues and unhealthy coping mechanisms and people not listening and not hearing you, it's just a ticking time bomb, man. Sometimes. Yep. Like, that's all it is. So
absolutely. That's why I always tell people, don't be so prideful that you don't ask for help, man. Like, sometimes you just got to ask for help just to feel better, man. Like, people got to stop taking their mental health like not serious. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's a serious issue, and it can get, all it's going to do, anything left untreated will get worse. Like, mm-hmm. I mean, just like an injury, a sports injury, if you don't treat it, it's going to get worse. Just like your mental health, if you don't treat it, it's going to get worse. Like, you can't keep letting stuff get worse where you don't address what's going on with yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, mm-hmm. Period, But yeah. All right, let's move on to the next subject. Subject up. I got to make sure I'm right because I think I know what's next, but I just want to make sure. Okay, yes. So we're going to talk about DJ Envy. If you're a fan of The Breakfast Club, which I was for a long time, I used to listen to the podcast on my route when I was working for FedEx. And so Breakfast Club host DJ Envy is being sued for alleged investment fraud. All right. I don't know if anybody heard about this, but popular radio personality DJ Envy, New York based, has come under fire. Stop. For his connection to accused real estate investment fraudster Cesar Pena. All right. DJ Envy has not been arrested or charged with any crimes, but he is being sued by at least 9 parties who said without Envy's vouching, they would have never been scammed by Pena. So victims of the alleged scheme said they were duped into believing real estate investments through Pena were legitimate based on the Breakfast Club's co-host endorsement, right? Mm-hmm. So he had for years partnered with Pena, who goes by Flippin' NJ. On social media, to host real estate investment seminars across the country, and often promoted Pena as the real estate genius on the syndicated morning program, right? So this is the thing. Like, anytime I would listen to it, like, often he would be talking about real estate, like a lot. DJ Envy was always talking about real estate. So was, Angela Yee, right? And anytime they talked about real estate, he would bring up this guy Pena, right? And they had a bunch of properties and investment properties and things like that. But the guy is being brought up on fraud and money laundering through the investment real estate things. But this is my thing. Like, how can you sue somebody just because he vouched for them, right? Like, now, if he knew this dude was dirty, which I highly doubt he knew he was doing something wrong with investments, because this dude was like, no, this is my dude. He'll set you up. You know what I'm saying? You can talk to him, get information from him. It wasn't like he was like, oh, buy this investment property for him. Buy this investment property for him. He was just like, dude has a wealth of knowledge on investment properties. You know what I'm saying? So his brain, he never was like, hey, buy from this guy or invest with this guy or anything like that. So how can somebody sue him for vouching for somebody? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's basically like, because like, you a grown person, you got your own money. You always want to do your due diligence in your investigation on what's going on with this guy, what kind of shit he does, look at his track record, things like that, before you put money, your own money, in an investment. That's just like any stocks, any bonds. You always do your due diligence on what stocks or bonds are doing good, and then you invest your money. So you can't blame somebody else for vouching for them. That's just like you suing the broker for saying, oh, you should invest in this. You know what I'm saying? This is a good stock. You can't sue the brokers for that because you paying the brokers for that information. So how can you sue somebody just because they're on the radio saying, hey, this guy has a wealth of knowledge, talk to him, pick his brain. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
It's like, like you said, like who knows, you know what I'm saying? Like who'll win the lawsuit. But like, I know, like even with, I got homies that's, real good with stocks. And when they make posts on Instagram, they got to put that disclaimer, like, this is not stock advice. I am not, so because you can get sued. Like if you be if you get on there and promote this stock and say, yeah, you should, do this, and so I don't know if it transfers to real estate. When it comes to them investments, what I'm saying, stuff get a little tricky. You got to watch what you're doing. And
that's true.
I was on TikTok. I make a lot of TikTok videos, and this dude was on there. He used to be a scammer. He said, man, look, I used to be a scammer. If you come across somebody that's doing these kind of things, like you got to know, like kind of what she was saying, you got to do your due diligence. You got to know that this dude is a scammer. And he showed pictures of the dude. He's like, man, look at what he's wearing. Like, does he look like money to you? Like, he like Envy? Yeah, Envy. You can tell Envy got some money. Look at him. Look at his outfit. You can tell Envy got some money. Look at this man. Like, does he have like? So, I agree. Like, you got to do your own due diligence and have your own kind of common sense. But because everybody doesn't, the law got to come in and protect them. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, these motherfuckers are idiots. So you can't be out here just saying anything because they gonna go do it. Like,
True.
So I don't know.
Yeah, but then again, do you believe it falls on Envy? Like, do you think
and all he did was like kind of just promote the dude?
Somebody else.
So like all he did was kind of just promote the other dude.
Yeah, that's all he did. He just vouched for him. He didn't say, hey, I put my money with him. You should put your money with him. He never said that.
Well, I don't think he's gonna lose then, because they can sue him. They can investigate. You know what I mean? That don't mean he did anything. Honestly.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they can investigate. So I watch Law and Order. I know the process.
Yep, due process.
But like Envy doesn't seem like the kind of person that would have dove into something like that knowing he was getting over on people. He doesn't need. He has money in other avenues, so I don't see why you have to
other avenues.
Go this route and F people over. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It don't make sense. It don't make sense.
No, plus he got a reputation and he's holding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Breakfast Club DJ has won awards. You know what I mean?
Like a world-renowned DJ. He got his car shows. You know what I'm saying? They got him and his wife's book. You know what I'm saying? Giving relationship advice and all that kind of stuff. Like he got too much to lose to be fucking with a fraud. You know what I'm saying? So I can't believe that. I can't. There's no way I believe he knew the dude was frauding people. And then they would do real estate like seminars. You know what I'm saying? Why would you team up with somebody that's frauding people and you're doing real estate seminars with this guy? Like, come on. Like, there's no way Envy knew that.
Envy don't need that kind of attention. If he did do that, I would love to know why. I love to go talk to him.
Right.
I don't see it.
Definitely don't see it. Yeah. So listen, I think this is a good time to take our one and only sponsor break. Gonna get it out the way. I gotta pay some bills. But listen, we got some more great topics coming up. We gonna talk about Dwight Howard and we gonna talk about the list. And if you don't know what list I'm talking about, we talking about it. So you don't go nowhere. More Just Therapy, more Ratchet Pete. You know, I'm your host and I'm taking us to break, baby.
Primal Screen in Kent, Ohio. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Quality work, on time, fair prices. For more information, call 330-677-1766. Again, 330-677-1766. Or check us out online, primalscreenprinting.com. If you mention a podcast, you get 5% off. Peace.
Custom Design Aquariums, where we bring your aquatic dreams to life. With your help, using your imagination, together, we will turn your home or office into a peaceful getaway. For a free consultation, call 330-475-5181 or contact us by email at customdesignaqa@gmail.com. Once again, that is customdesignaqa@gmail.com. Mention this podcast and get 5% off. Man, I love me some pizza. And I know I talk about it every week, but I got the pizza place for you. Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. It's a beautiful place. You got to check them out. They got 3 locations. First location is at 1909 Bailey Road, Cuyahoga Falls. Their phone number is 330-928-2222. Second location is in downtown Akron, across the street from Rubber Duck Stadium. Their address is 325 South Main Street, Akron. Their phone number is 330-849-5707. And their brand new location, been open for about 2 months, is in Stowe at 3031 Graham Road, Stowe, Ohio. Phone number is 330-673-9410. So check them out. Best part about Twisted Tomato Pizzeria, especially the downtown location, has to be the beer wall, right? I like to call it a Dave & Buster's of beer because they have 36 glorious taps of IPAs, ales, wine, anything you can think of is on this. And the reason why I call it the Dave & Buster's of beer is you go in there, you put money on the card, you walk up to the tap, put the card on the tap, and pour as much beer as your heart desires. I mean, it's so good. When it hits your lips, it's just so good. Another thing I love about Twisted Tomato Pizzeria is that they cater to your taste buds, y'all. They cater to your taste buds. What I mean by that? I mean, anything you order, if you order a specialty or anything, they make sure the shit is right, which is unheard of. Somebody always mess up something, but they don't. Anytime I order something, I say no cheese, extra sauce, and it be on point. And that first bite, as soon as I take that first bite, I'll be like, bitch. Like, it is that damn delicious. It's so good, man. I remember I got a slice of pizza for Lil Mama, and she hit me with Daddy. I was like, what? She was like, She didn't finish it because she know better. She would have got her ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Get a knuckle sandwich. But she thought it was so delicious. I remember one time somebody hit me up, was like, you always talking about Twisted Tomato Pizzeria on your podcast, and I finally tried it, and you wasn't lying. It is bitch. And I didn't get mad because they called me a bitch. They was just talking about how good the shit was. So you got to check them out. If you in the area of Cuyahoga Falls, Akron, or Stowe, make sure you check out Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. And I'm not just saying that because they're the official sponsor of Just Therapy, the podcast. I'm saying that because the shit is bitch. So anytime you mention Just Therapy, the podcast, you get a 10% discount. 10%. You get money off your food. Why not take advantage of that? So if you're in the area, ask for the owner, Brad Cover, get 10%. And you know what? Truthfully, if you ask for the owner, Brad Cover, and you tell him Sean Boyd sent you, he might give you more than 10%. I had my niece order some sheets of pizza, and he gave her 20%. So you never know how much you're going to get off. Just mention Just Therapy, the podcast. Because if it's pizza, it's possible. Yeah.
And as you try that.
You say what?
Try that.
Hey, it's good, man. I'm telling you, it's good. It's good.
Like, yo, Sean Boyd said I can get 85% off.
He gonna know you lying then. He gonna be like, no, motherfucker, I was on the show last week. He say 10. Oh man, but no, I gotta get I gotta keep plugging. It is crunch time. Y'all know what is coming up. Funny Stop Comedy Club, the 12th annual suicide prevention fundraiser, November 13th. 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Like on Total Recall, if anybody remember that old ass movie. But 2 weeks from today. Doors open at 6:30. Show starts promptly at 7 because I want to get you out of there because it's on a Monday. But I'm telling you now, it's a $15 donation at the door. All proceeds go to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. I'm having a raffle like I do every single year. Your $15 donation at the door, like I said, goes straight to the foundation. You also get a ticket, a free raffle ticket. Well, it ain't free because I mean you donating, but you get a free raffle ticket with your donation, right? Then you can buy extra raffle tickets. And I'm telling you right now, I got a slew of shit to give away. I already mentioned the Browns blanket I got to give away. I got Hibachi Japan. I got $100, 50-50. There's 2 of them from Hibachi Japan. I got DBA donating. I got Longhorn Steakhouse. I got Outback Steakhouse. I got Assassin Tattoo donated $100 gift certificate. I got the Chinese buffet that I love so much in Kent, good dude. He donated $120, so I'm gonna split that up. Shit, like I got another tattoo spot that's gonna donate. I got so much stuff to raffle off. I got a liquor basket. I got wine. I got straight just single bottles of liquor to raffle. You gotta come because you can win some nice prizes. All the proceeds go to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Right now on the show, I got my man Chris Harvey in the building. Chevy Terrell go be there. Katrina Brown go be there. I'm waiting on the go ahead from my girl Mary Santora. So I'm bringing heavy hitters for the 12th annual. We go talk about it. We go laugh. We go cry. We go laugh some more. And it's always a good time. So come mess with us. November 13th, 7 o'clock, right on the dot. So get there early, get your food in, get your drink on, and come have a good time as we promote some great shit, man. Suicide prevention, man. We got to get these numbers down, man, because the numbers is ridiculous. So make sure you come out, fuck with us. It's going to be a good time.
Come check that out. That's some heavy hitters on there.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Levi Davis in the building. What up, church boy? What up, man? Thanks for tuning in, my guy. He say, how's it going, family? That's my guy right there. That's my nigga right there, man. Yeah,
Shout out church. Shout out church.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a good show, man. Y'all gotta come check us out, man. It's always a good time, man. So let's get back into the show, man. I've been waiting to talk about this shit. Let's go. So Dwight Howard is in the news, and it ain't nothing good, right? It ain't nothing good. It's been surfacing, the video surface where he grabbed the dude's crotch on the basketball court, sitting down or whatever the fuck. But they talking about him, man. Like, this is the thing, right? So listen. So they start, and I got a problem with how they start off this article, though. I really got a major problem with how they start off this article, right? Because they say Dwight Howard is known as one of the greatest centers who ever played in the NBA. Bullshit. Nope. Has been trending. Definitely not one of the greats, but I mean, he was good. But he's been trending for a non-basketball related reason over the past week. All right. So Howard is facing a lawsuit from a man who claims the former All-Star sexually assaulted him. Okay. Howard, however, denied the allegation and said he had consensual sexual activity with the man. All right. Dwight Howard also wants the lawsuit to be dismissed, although the sexual allegation is obviously serious, right? Many fans have focused on the fact that the encounter involved another man. Howard was asked if he is gay during a recent interview per DJ Academics. So DJ Academics was like, me personally, I don't give a fuck. But they say this is the safest time. Are you gay, bro? The interviewer asked Howard. Howard, though, wanted no part of the question and quickly shut it down. He said, is this what you want to talk about? Howard responded, what I do in my personal life is nobody's fucking business. It's nobody's business if you're inquiring why. In the end, this is Dwight Howard's personal business. Everyone is entitled to their own opinions, but Howard doesn't need to answer these kinds of questions if he doesn't want to. There remains an ongoing investigation in regards to the sexual assault accusation and lawsuit. Meanwhile, Howard is focused on his basketball career. He attempted to return to the NBA and even landed a tryout with the Golden State Warriors, right? Golden State did not end up signing him, though, right? But so he's in a lot of hot water over this sexual assault. So what do you hear about it, Ratchet Pete? Let's talk about it, man. Let's get down to the bottom of this. What's going on?
It sounds like he playing with the wrong balls. No, listen, he's right. I agree with Dwight Howard. Like what he do in his personal bedroom is between him and the people that it happened with. Now, if you in there assaulting people with you in that bedroom, then him as the person that's in there with you, he got a right to come out here and say something about it too.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't like blaming the victim is never a good thing. You know, if somebody was sexually assaulted, they were assaulted.
Yes.
So I would never do that. But I just think it's hard for us on the outside to really have enough information to judge these stories because the details are insane. You know, like the stuff that I heard is just it's crazy. If he really forced that onto this young man, then it's kind of wild.
Let's talk about it, man. Because like I said, that's all the story I got. I don't know exactly what happened or whatever, or what he did or whatnot. Let's talk about what you know. This is safe space. Like this is this is what you heard. So
I heard on another show that they were saying that the man was saying he held him down. He said Dwight held him down and made him let Dwight give him oral sex.
Okay.
And I'm like, man, first I'm like, that's a strong dude. That's a scary thought. Like that is a
wait. So he held him down and made him give him head. That's what you said. He said Dwight held him down and made him let Dwight give him oral sex. Oh, so he held the dude down to give him head, is what they were saying. Okay.
He maintained the strength to be able to hold him down and force this act on the dude, and that sounds very bizarre to me.
Sound wild. First
just
off,
because it's bizarre don't mean it might not be true, but it sounds very, very bizarre if you
true. So it's almost like he was saying, like Dwight was like, "Oh, you go like this head, like you about to hold down, like you go like this head, motherfucker. Oh, that shit gonna get hard. Like what? Like I'm lost." So
and it was somebody else there. It was another dude dressed in like a wig and a dress there too.
Dress and drag, okay.
Yeah, they said like somebody said like imagine your first date. I think it was Ryan Davis, the comedian, was like, man, imagine your first date and you get to the dude house and it's another dude there dressed as a girl just come out. So it's a lot of wild stuff I'm hearing about it. I hope
if it's your first date and you going to see another dude, you evidently okay with this. First off, that's number one. Right?
But you got to have consent for the third party.
That's true. You do have to have consent for the third party. I get that. Yes. Yeah. But if the third party didn't do anything, they was just there. Like, I mean, but like the thing that come to my mind when I hear this whole story is like, because like you said, it ain't none of your business. I hear Genuine in the background, like, ain't none of your friend business, ain't none of your friend business. What we gonna do tonight? I mean, that's all I hear in my head right now, right?
And we got to remember that Dwight is a rich black man. So it doesn't have to be, we used to women using these men in these stories for attention and money and notoriety. But because of his personal activities in the bedroom, it can be that this young man is trying to exploit Dwight on that front. Like, he went in there and consensually did everything, but because it's Dwight, he gonna be like, nah. And it sucks. No pun intended. It sucks. It sucks that Dwight's trying to get back into the league, and because that's probably the biggest reason he can't get back into the league is all this.
Is this sexual assault right now that's looming over his head?
Yeah.
So, so it almost seemed like like he liked the fact that Dwight was giving him head, and then he mad because maybe Dwight didn't call him back after that, or maybe
it could be
follow,
that's what I'm saying.
or like now you want to sue him because he didn't finish you off or something like that.
Like what happened?
Like it's almost like, and like I said, we're not, like you said, we're not victim shaming or anything like that by no means. It's just we're trying to understand what the fuck's going on. Like, why is it an assault case? And then one party said it was consensual. One party said it wasn't because it was a drag queen there. It's like, what? I mean, like, you already down with.
All I know is if I ever make it big just in the public out like that,
you gonna hold somebody down?
They signing a non-disclosure. Anybody come, you got to sign a non-disclosure to come to my party. I'm sorry.
Flat
out.
You
got to leave your phone at the door. It's not because I'm in there doing stuff like Dwight doing, but because we heard too many stories of these people acting like this, and you never know. We never know what's like. We're gonna never know the truth. Only him and Dwight and whoever was there gonna know the truth.
That's it.
But because Dwight is a celebrity, we got to talk about it. Like we got to talk about it. Like,
it's so many parties that have NDAs at the door, right?
You want to come here?
So many parties that have NDAs at the door where you have to sign it in order to be a part of the party because something goes on, like if it drug use or sex or whatever, like sex parties or whatever. But for them to be like all in everybody's business, right? Like it's like, come on, man. Like I don't
let that man be who he is, That man got to be who he is. Like,
sorry,
but like,
tell her to sit the hell down. Like,
because of social media, we so invested into everybody else's life, man. It's crazy.
True. So the only reason why I brought this up, right, is because somebody sent me a video, and it was an old video of Dwight Howard when he sat down on the bench during the NBA game. Like he grabbed somebody's crotch, right, and was laughing, right, like he was playing around, right, and they were so distraught and so hurt. It was like, oh, I met him and I thought he was so cute and I didn't know and blah, blah, blah. And they talking about his sexuality and this and that. Like DJ Academics put it best. Like, I mean, it's 2023. Like, I mean, if whatever your sexual preference is what your sexual preference is. Yeah. Like anybody, it ain't bothering me. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't doing that to me. So like, I don't care what he does in his personal bedroom space. It's the fact that we had to talk about it because of the sexual assault with it, right?
Right.
And then now knowing that the other dude is saying it was a drag queen there, but he went to the house regardless, knowing that there could be extracurricular activities involving sexual favors or sexual acts with Dwight Howard, right? And then it's like, then he gets mad. And then like, it's wild that you said that he claims he was held down.
Man, that is
forced to take head from Dwight Howard, right? Like, to me, that's wild. Like that's wild.
Oh, that is insane. That is insane. Like,
I'm not even gonna say, can you imagine? I'm just saying that is wild. So somebody holds you down to get you hit. Like one time I had a girl like hold me down just playing around and was like, I'm taking, I'm taking this, right? But it's like you can easily force them off, right?
Yeah.
Or you can easily not get aroused by that, right? So like I don't understand like what the big issue was in this situation. Like, was he mad that he got aroused too fast or something? Like, what is going on with this damn case?
And the news reporter even funnier because when he was talking about it, he was talking about, Dwight Howard is, regarded as one of the strongest players in the NBA. I'm like, oh man, not Dwight, a superhero. He a super villain. I mean, a super villain.
He put on that cape and was like, hold down, like get out. Like,
that is like listen, if it happened like that, then I am very, very sorry for this young man, But I just, man, listen, Dwight, I know you strong, but brother, you gonna have to kill me, okay? I'm gonna make sure you know.
First off, if that's what you're doing out here, you should be ashamed of yourself, Dwight Howard. Like all you gotta do is be like, find a willing participant, and then be like, hey,
you a 7 foot black
you know
man.
What I'm saying? Like,
you can have sex with 98% of the white women on the planet. 98% of white women in the world are gonna have.
He can
are going to consensually allow the white
gay participants. That's the whole point of why we talking about this, right? And my dude chimed in, Dave Reed. Big shout out to Dave, man. That's my guy right there. He gonna say Superman giving super head.
Oh my
Hold
goodness!
Down. Like,
it's time to take the cape off, brother. It's time to retire, Dwight. Take the cape off, brother, please.
Oh shit! Because like I'm still trying to like.
Don't say her.
What the hell is this story even about? Like, and then when you add that he was I don't know why I keep saying it, but he held him down to give him head. Like, because like when you first said it, it was like he held him down to give him head, but no, he held him down to give him head. Like, what the fuck? Like,
you got to be a evil genius to be doing some shit like that. Like, you got to be evil. You got to be evil.
Like, what the fuck?
Hi, glad you're here. Follow me. Like,
oh shit.
That's evil. God. That's straight up evil, and he should be punished. The white should be sent to jail if that's what he doing. He should be sent to jail. I'm not gonna lie. If that's what's going on.
The crazy part about it is he was quick to say and quick to come out. It was consensual sex. Yeah. It was consensual sexual activity with this man. He was quick to say it, but then won't say that he's gay or bi. Like, dude, Dwight, it's okay, man. Just come out the cape, and just let everybody know it's okay what you want to do sexually, bro. Ain't nobody knocking that, man. I'm a big advocate for the LGBTQ plus community. You ain't got to hide it, bro. You ain't got to be an Atlanta dude and hide it. You know what I'm saying? Just let them know. Just don't go both ways, because that's when you start contaminating stuff that ain't good for other people. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like, he probably don't want to be the poster boy, like you said, he in the public light. He in the public light for it already. If he
wouldn't be the poster boy. There was already NBA players, NFL players that already admitted they was gay. He wouldn't be the poster boy. Like,
I don't know.
So late on being the poster boy, like that's not even relevant anymore. Like, he was in the league for so long, right? And everybody had their suspicions, but he never said it. But like Jason Collins came out and said he was gay. So like Jason Collins said it early. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Dwight Howard can't be the poster boy. He has nothing to worry about being the poster boy for gay NBA players. Plus, he ain't even in the league no more.
It so is keeping him out the league, though, to talk about it. Man, that's why he can't get back in. It's crazy. It's like, it's wild. It's wild to me. Dwight, hold your head, man.
I was about to say, hopefully he don't force his way back in. Right?
Yeah, stay calm. Don't be too aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Leave all the aggression on the court, all the assertiveness and all that, the dominance. Leave it for the court. Leave it for the court.
Miss KT in the building. What up, sis? Happy birthday, sis. Everybody say happy birthday to Miss KT. It's her birthday today with her
Happy birthday.
Yeah. So we Miss KT, we talking about Dwight Howard and the sexual assault. That's what we was just talking about. We actually wrapping it up. Hopefully he wrapped it up when he
listen. Man. Oh man, they got Dwight. The story is just crazy. I'm sorry, Dwight. I'm a fan, Dwight. Long as you didn't force yourself on that young man, I'm a fan of you. Just please tell me it ain't true. I'm sorry, Dwight. Like bad.
That's hilarious. Oh my God. So Jimmy Ward was like, Levi Davis, you the man. I miss you guys, but I'm stuck in Ashtabula, Sean Boyd. When I grow up, I want to be like you. He said Ratchet Pete, you in, get with me. So he's reach out to Jimmy Ward. He probably has some work for you, brother.
Oh yeah, I got it. Oh yeah, I tried to send him a video of my set, but I just found out today that Facebook didn't send it through. So thank you, Jimmy.
It happens, but yeah, he just posted saying get with him. KT said ha, thanks. Yeah, all day. So all right, let's move on, man, because I've been waiting to talk about this one too. I've been waiting to talk about this one all motherfucking week since I heard of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's been some crazy shit happening, and they got list out. You know what I'm saying? List out, but you know, let's get some backstory to this first. Y'all know me. I like backstory. You know what I'm saying? And if I got a video, you know, I'm gonna play the video.
Let me just get the door for you.
Okay. He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car. Yes.
Would you want me to open the door for you?
Look.
Are you're recording me?
Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
Let's start off from the top. Right? And then we'll go over the shit that happened following this shit. But this video went viral, right? So let's start from the top. This bitch had the audacity to say, who takes somebody that looks like this to the Cheesecake Factory? Hold on. Let's hold on.
I was like,
let me just get the door for you.
Okay.
Real quick. Somebody looks like that? Like, what do you mean? Looks like this? Like,
he got me at the Cheesecake Factory.
Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, y'all, everybody see her. Like, first off, she's not no dime. She's barely like a 6 or a 7, like barely. And then with that funky ass attitude talking about it's a chain restaurant. Like, I know plenty of people who love the Cheesecake Factory, like love the Cheesecake Factory. And this bitch had the audacity to be like, I'm not getting out the car. Here's the backstory to that story, right? First date, right? Dude picks up her. He had a reservation, right? For a different restaurant. Reservation. That means you had to reserve a table to be at that restaurant. That means it costs a little bit of money to get to this restaurant. That means it's a really nice establishment because you have to make a reservation to get there, right? She was late, which made them lose the reservation because she was late. So the reservation was null and void. So he had to have a backup plan. So he's like, what? Let's go to the Cheesecake Factory. Even offered to open her door for her. Open her door so Shivery's not dead. Then she had the audacity to get on her motherfucking phone and start recording him talking about, he took me to the Cheesecake Factory. This is a chain restaurant. I ain't getting out the car. Who takes somebody that looks like Big Bird? First off, with your fucked up ass eyebrows, like your makeup horrible, your eyebrows is horrible. And then your cleavage didn't even look good with what you had on. Talking about who takes somebody looking like this to the Cheesecake Factory. Bitch, please, man. That's just the beginning. Ratchet, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Because I got more.
I guess the internet, man, if you felt so passionately about not being there, it was a very quick solution you could have had to the problem. Hey, bruh, I'm not going here. We can go. Or take me home. I'm cool on the date, whatever. You don't got to get on there and trying to... Women love going for a man's pride. You know, they got to go for the man's pride. And then beauty is an eye of the beholder. You may think you look very good, and you're supposed to. You're supposed to. But I know a lot of people that'll probably take you to the Cheesecake Factory. You going with me, I got 30,000 free points on my Burger King app. You can really have it your way if you want to. you can really have it your way if you want to, you know. So that's all I'm saying, baby girl. I get it. The factory wasn't your cup of tea, but
Yo, for
I
real.
got the coupons for you, though. Like,
Got some
and then
pay.
that car looked like it was like a nice car that she in. So, like, come on, man.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Go. So absolutely, but like that's the thing, like you said, women or people, period. We can't even say women because all women don't do this, but so quick to put people on blast or like perpetrate somebody's ego, or let's go with demasculate a man for their choice in a restaurant. Like, you should be happy that somebody offered to date you first off and to take you to a restaurant to eat so y'all can talk and see if the conversation vibes. But he went one step further. He made reservations for a restaurant. And then your trifling ass had the audacity to be late, and then get mad that it was a Cheesecake Factory. Like, I don't particularly like the Cheesecake Factory. That's just me.
Either. Yeah.
I'm allergic to milk, so I don't do the Cheesecake Factory. But for her to go and put him on blast and be like, oh yeah, we can talk about it. We can talk about it. Get back in the car. Like, bitch, come on. Like, what do you mean? Talk to me, Pete.
Date over. You can go home, baby. You can go on to the crib. If you just so disgusted to the point where you're going to get on the internet and make a video about me, you know, if it's even, you know, substantial, if it's even the real video, you know, these skits or whatever nowadays. But if you're going to get on there and do me like that, you can go ahead and go to the house. You know, I go ahead, block your number, block your Facebook. You know, I'm petty like that. I block your Instagram, block your Snapchat, all that good stuff. I don't even use Snapchat, but I make one and block you on there. Like,
he dodged a bullet by her doing that. Definitely. Oh, $10 in the building. What up, Timmy? He said, Tim? Happy birthday, KT. He said, what's up, Graf? I'll find something to eat wherever I go. Exactly. Like, come on. So that prompted this list that I gotta say it, that some young females came out with. I gotta preface that, right? Females came out with, right? So we're gonna go over some of the things on the list. Now, don't get me wrong, it was saying like places they will not go on a first date, right? So they made a list. Number one was Cheesecake Factory. A lot of people like Cheesecake Factory, so I don't agree with that. Like, I mean, if I
just rolled past it. I just rolled past the other day. It was going.
It was packed, right? It'd be packed every time you go to the Cheesecake Factory, right? Number two was Applebee's. I mean, the 2 for $20 be hitting like on the late night, you know what I'm saying? Plus, I mean, you got to see what the person really talking about. Like, and all you really trying to do on the first date is trying to get to know somebody and really trying to see if the vibe is there. So what's wrong with Applebee's? You know what I'm saying? Chili's got good burgers, man. Then they unlimited fries, man. Like, what you talking about? Chipotle, I agree. Don't take nobody to Chipotle. That shit nasty, especially on a first date. But Olive Garden is on the list. Olive Garden, endless breadsticks and salad. And it is in a nice Italian restaurant. It is a chain restaurant, but Olive Garden, good. That shit
Olive Garden get a worse rep than it deserve, I feel like.
It do, man. They spaghetti good. Man. Man, like,
one of them heifers had the nerve to say church, okay?
Yeah, so like, listen, yeah, so the list go on. The movies, I get why not the movies, because you really can't conversate like you want to. But my first date in when I was in like middle school, high school, was the movies. That was the thing when I was younger, right? Yo house, I get that. No, don't do that. Any fast food chain, bitch. If my budget only allowing fast food, that's where we going. Buffalo Wild Wings. I understand you don't want to eat wings on the first date. You don't want to be like sloppy or whatever. Fingers get all nasty. Whatever. Wings, bullshit. Red Lobster, come the fuck on. A lot of people love crab and lobster and shrimp.
Beyonce and Jay-Z like Red Lobster. I don't want to hear it.
And then the biscuits be banging. And then another thing on the list is a buffet. Like, what? You can eat what you want. Like, what's up?
What's
and like most buffets ain't cheap.
It's some expensive buffets out here, some high-end buffets out here.
Exactly. I hop on the list. I mean, if you want some pancakes, what's wrong with that? Denny's is on the list. Like,
You want the
but,
pancakes? Go get some pancakes.
I mean, for real. The gym, I agree with that. Church, not on the first date. I do agree with that. You can't take nobody to church on the first date, man. I agree with that.
We going to church to pray for this whole thing right now. Nope. When all of your past relationships been that bad, you might have to start off with the Lord.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. True. And then the crazy part about it, they put Starbucks, and then right under Starbucks is coffee dates, because Starbucks will be a coffee date. Like, some people want to meet over coffee, like in the sea, and it's literally you drink a coffee, you get to have a full conversation with the person, right? Ice cream dates, family functions. I agree, don't take nobody to a family function on the first date. Movie night, Netflix, Hulu, etc. Somewhere that requires a long drive. Bowling. I say that's bullshit. I call bullshit on bowling. Bowling is fun. Even if the person don't know how to bowl good, bowling is fun because you can have a good time. Actually
have conversation. You're gonna laugh.
Good conversation while you having fun and laughing and bowling and like what? And then nightclubs is on here. I get, don't go to a nightclub. Then they got hookah bar. I mean, if you're in the hookah, I mean, you probably would. I'm not. A bar just for drinks. I mean, hey, what's wrong with that? Waffle House. I mean, nobody should go to Waffle House because, like, come on now. Like,
Waffle House is disgusting to me, but hey.
Exactly. So yeah, nobody should go to Waffle House. And then sports events, right? So if somebody's never been to like a baseball game, football game, basketball game, and they are in the sports, what's wrong with that? Why is that a deal?
My thing is, like, they got your house on the list, right?
Yeah, and I'm cool with that. On the first date, okay.
It just seemed like y'all want a dude that you don't know him well enough to come to your house, but you want him to take you to have dinner on the first date on the Eiffel Tower.
Yep. Yep. That's a little backwards.
One of these things are not like the other. Like,
yeah, you want somebody to dig in their pockets to spend on you and don't even know you that well, but
they
just
want
know
a story.
You enough
they want to be able to tell their
friends,
yeah, girl, we went to Chalet Von Chambon downtown. Yeah. Like, don't know, like, no, we didn't. We went to the park, walked around with ice cream, and to see if we liked each other enough to really be out here doing this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know dates with women that then pulled their card out. We at the bar having drinks. I had a tab open. About 3 drinks in, she said, "Okay, I'm gonna open up a tab now." You know what I'm saying? Like so. I think it's some women that want that story and just want a nigga to just spend money on them just so they can feel like they're, I don't know, whatever the fuck. And there's other women that probably are married or in relationships that understand, you know, you have to have some of what you asking for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, absolutely. And then this is the thing, right? But then we'll get mad if they take them to a 5-star restaurant and spend $200 or more, and then be mad when the person spent $200 more, and then be wanting to get the draws. Like, but you want somebody to spend a whole bunch of money, right? And then you want to complain about where you go, and then you want to complain if the dude want to kiss or want the draws. Like, some kind of
inclination that you feeling me, baby girl.
You got to make up your mind somewhere. Timmy chimed in. He said, Chili's chips and salsa unlimited is good as hell. But if she see how you eat that wing, she go see how you eat that thing.
Man, who said that?
Timmy has. Timbuktu. Oh, hey, that's hilarious. Hey, that's funny. So that brings me to the point of a guy made a list, right? A guy made a list, and it was a list of hold on, I gotta bring it up. Hold on, y'all. I'm working with it because I ain't got the list on my laptop, but I took a screenshot of it. I seen it on Facebook. It was a group of men made a list of women you shouldn't take on a date, right? Y'all ready for this one? I'm gonna go quick too. We're gonna be laughing. 1 through 21 in this order: single mothers, women with tattoos, women who dress like this in public, sex workers, only fangirls, mattress actress, strippers, call girls, escorts, Instagram models, bottle girls, etc. Women with an IG page, women with non-ear piercings, women with purple hair or any other unnatural hair color, women with Huck's friends, models who market to men, women who travel regularly, women who drink liquor regularly, women with weak absentee fathers, women who live alone, women with party voice, women on dating apps, women who have been on Fresh and Fit, women with lists, women who have been engaged, divorcees, American Black women, women raised in the West. So listen, I have seen somebody talk shit about this list, right? This list was just talking shit about the other list because that's everybody right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's literally everybody.
That's like a list Dwight Howard's gonna come up with because he don't want women anymore. You know what I'm talking about? So like they just came up with that list to play around and to mess around to say, y'all motherfuckers is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want a list, we'll make a list that exclude everybody, which, you know, I mean,
I'm about to say
to be funny, but
they made it was like I said, it had to be a petty woman to make the other list, and she triggered something and a petty ass dude that was like, you know what? All right, y'all got a list? Well, watch this. Hold my beer. Hold my beer, Jessica. Watch this list. Like
I don't even think that list was somebody petty. I think that was a list was like, bitch, y'all crazy. I'm just gonna make a list to fuck with y'all so y'all get something else to talk about, and I'm gonna put down everybody in alive. And
man, he said girls who've been on Fresh and Fit. I agree with that one.
It was like women with tattoos, women with no tattoos, women with no ear piercings,
2 hands, 1 hand.
It was like women with single women with kids, divorcees, like
women that breathe on their own, like what?
Right,
like,
exactly.
Like,
that don't use a ventilator. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, we in a crazy time, man. Anybody can get on the internet and share their opinion, and unfortunately, a bunch of other people can get on and agree with them.
Yep. Like, and then I seen another list on Facebook. It was like places where I take somebody on the first date, wherever the fuck I pay for it. Period.
Mm-hmm. and then my thing is, you're gonna make me plan it and everything, but you're gonna have all these. It's like all these stipulations attached to it. Like, nah, like if I'm taking charge, you better shut up. Unless you allergic to everything in this motherfucker, you better come give it a chance.
Right, exactly.
Or you won't see me again. Like for real. Like.
Right. And so, listen, the list, I know we didn't do it last week. We had a little stand-in. We was talking about some kids' stories, but this list definitely tops the crazy, funny, fucked up news. Yeah. So that is your crazy, funny, fucked up news this week. That dumbass list made, I said, by young women. Because most women I know and talk to, they was like, shit, Cheesecake Factory, nice. Like, motherfucker, we can go to a chain restaurant like Outback and Longhorn are chain restaurants. Like,
what?
Like
listen,
a good steak.
If I take you to Roadhouse,
steak,
we married. Like, if we go to Roadhouse, we married. Like, Roadhouse, what? We married. Like,
right. I'm surprised Hibachi Japan wasn't on that list. Like, oh, you taking me to Hibachi Japan? Like, this most
we doing the Dave's. They got nice hibachi and Dave's. We going to Dave's next time.
Dave's?
Man, Dave's hibachi.
Matter of fact, we go to the Sam's Club and then go to your house and then you cook the fucking food. So you,
how about that? The date was Sam's Club. Like for real.
Oh shit! Oh my gosh, man, that shit's funny. Rachet Pete, man, funny dude, man. I appreciate you coming on the show, brother. Appreciate you, man.
You having me, man.
Yeah, sure, man. Sure. Hey, get the people your social media so they can follow you.
You can follow me on Facebook, Rachet Pete, Instagram, The Rachet Pete, TikTok, The Rachet Pete. I'm not like I'm on that weird age where like I'm young enough for Twitter, but I'm old enough to where I don't like it. So one day I'm gonna get on Twitter. But yeah, I'm Instagram, The Rachet Pete, TikTok, The Rachet Pete. That's where y'all can find me, man.
Hey, that's what's up.
Shout out Timbuktu. He in that play too. I'm talking about coming up. Him and Jin. So shout out.
Oh, nice. Yeah. All right. So yeah, because Timbuktu definitely fan of the show, friend of the show. Been on a couple times. He helped co-host with me and shit like that. So that's my guy. So make sure y'all check it out when it comes. It's gonna be first, second week of December, you said?
The
somewhere
first
around
weekend
there?
of December. I have more details coming soon. Follow.
All right, cool, man. Make sure y'all check them out in that play, man. Ratchet Pete, man. Like I said, it was definitely a pleasure having you on the show. Definitely big fan. Keep grinding. Keep doing your thing, brother.
Shout out to you, man. That's real. Thank you. I love the work you're doing.
All day, man. Just having fun, man. That's it, man. So as you know, it is that time. It's that time, y'all. It's that time for the close. Something you can ponder on until the next time you see me on live on Facebook or YouTube on the Just Therapy the podcast, or hear us next day on Spotify. Make sure you check out the old episodes, man. Like, subscribe, all that good shit. Let's check us out. But your close this week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the close, and then you can break down what it means in your words. All right, you ready? You with me?
Yep.
All right, so this week for the close, something you can ponder on. Little mama in the background like ponder on. All right, here we go. If you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. Yeah. One more time for the close. If you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. Go and break that down for us, Ratchet Pete.
Man, sometimes, you just, it's good to work well with other people and have those connections. Nobody can do everything by themselves. Some things can get done with just you, but nobody can do everything by themselves. And two, you never know, who's going to be in a position to help you one day, if you're going to think about it like that. So lifting somebody else up in the end can't only help you. You know what I mean? It can only help you. Even if they get up there and don't look out for you or do you wrong, you at the end of the day can be known as a person that lifted somebody else up. You know what I mean? So it can only help you. And I'm a firm believer in you never know who you're gonna need one day. Honestly, you never know who you're gonna need one day.
That's what's up. What's up? Way to break it down. Way to break it down. Yeah, man. So that's all we got for y'all today, man. Once again, man, Ratchet Pete, man, thanks for coming to the couch, man.
Thank you, brother.
This episode had a lot of fun, had a lot of laughs with you, brother. Like I said, big fan. Keep grinding, keep doing your thing, man. And you already know, anytime you need to talk, man, I'm here for you, bro.
You already know, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yep, no doubt. All right, couchers, it is that time, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. But, one thing you can never get back is time. And I want to thank you for spending your time on the couch with us, y'all. And that's all we got until next week. God willing, we'll see you. Peace. We out. Let's go.
MICAH Beats.
Welcome to Just Therapy, where we talk about life with a comedy twist. With your hosts, comedian Sean Boyd, Antonio Ferguson, and Miss KT. We talk about a whole bunch of shit from politics to people actually taking shits. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the therapy session. Man, this be dope. Make a motherfucker want to rap. I can't rap, man. Hold on, here we go. I can't rap. I really can't. But come sit down on the couch with us. Man, I can't rap. Come to the couch. Enjoy the show. Let's go.